Hey guys, welcome back to another Witness Minecraft episode. In this series, I'll be recreating the island from the Witness. So I think I've solved the little problem of the texture, the block we want to use for the rest of the castle. Now, I heard you guys' feedback, and most of you guys mentioned that the closest block in the actual game palette is sandstone. Where is it? I don't have it. It's in my other chest over there. But if you imagine this sandstone texture, let me cut to that clip when I get it. Yeah. So this texture over here, this is what you guys are recommending. I do acknowledge that this is the closest kind of color from a distance. Like if you were like far away from here, that is the same colorish, I'd say. Yeah, this is kind of hard problem to solve. So, but the texture itself, either that texture or that texture doesn't really map. So I don't want to take too much time in this episode talking about textures, but I want to solve this problem once and for all. And the solution I think that'll work for the best, for the short-term solution, is to use some sort of a texture resource pack. And because I have few plans with this island. I think I mentioned this earlier on in the actual series, is that I want to release this island for the public to, walk in and have a look. And if we use a sort of a texture map, they'll still work, because we can still deploy like a resource, like an actual resource pack that has all the textures in it, right? So that shouldn't be a problem. But the thing that sort of prevents me from the only downside for retexturing some of these textures, if I want to actually use this color itself as is anywhere else in the island, that means since I've changed this color, I cannot reuse that block again, right? So I'm sort of locking myself out of using this block. If I were to retexture it somewhere else, meaning that all these stone textures would also be recolored or retextured. So that's the only downside for it. But I don't know. Maybe that's alright. I just need to scout throughout the island in the actual game and see if this particular texture is being used to anywhere in the game. If it is, if it is not, then I can actually use this block as a replacement. If it is used at least once, I might have a backup plan. So I'm gonna scout in the Witness and see if that texture is being used or anything like that. Looks like that texture is being used in there. Be right back. I guess this is the best place to actually take a look at some of the textures, or some of the actual textures they use throughout the game in the Witness itself. Because the town area, the last area I'm hoping to work on, is essentially it has like a pretty much different themes from throughout the island and collected into one single place. That includes the puzzles and also some of the design elements. So so this is the best place to actually take a look at some of the block textures we're going to be making use of. Now I don't see the same shade. I'm looking through different textures. Now this is a good example for the brick texture that I want to use. I think that'll work just fine. And this is the this block doesn't exist in Minecraft either, so we'll have to make use of some other block to for this purpose. That's okay. This is also another break. This is what kind of break is it? Looks like a white terracotta break to me. Okay, so and oh man, we got a problem. That looks like the cobblestone texture, and that's the mossy cobblestone texture as well. So we are kind of fucked. So I'll have to use mossy cobblestone texture here. So we need a lot of blocks. This game doesn't have blocks up front to provide us with all the different textures that I need. And I thought this is I thought of this through. I knew this is the case because there's so many textures in this game. There's no way to actually capture all these textures, all these blocks in Minecraft. And I mean, you could always do like a closer to heart implementation of it, meaning that we don't really need all these textures. We can just make you something that looks like this, but at the end of the day, that's not gonna look exactly like the Witness. It'll look more like Minecraft, resembling sort of the Witness layout. But that's not what I want to make. I want to actually remake this game. So I guess this is where my plan B comes into play, and that's modding. Hey guys, so yeah, I know some of you guys get scared when I say mods. Believe me, I wasn't a mod player myself as well. I used to always be playing Minecraft Vanilla. And when I say mods, it's kind of scary because it's not that you don't really trust the mods themselves. It's just that the mods themselves fundamentally change what the game itself is. And that's what I don't really want this mod to do. I don't want these mods or whatever mods to fundamentally change the game itself. So that's why I'm not trying to introduce like weird blocks like crafting tables or any sort of pumps or like any sort of factory sort of mods or anything like that. My intention of this mods or the series of mods is to add details to the base vanilla Minecraft. So what I was saying is that my intention is to add details, and the details comes in two different categories. I'll talk more on that later, but this is a pros and cons table to mod or not to mod. So the first pro is that once I add enough mods to this game, it'll actually aesthetically, I can match the game to the aesthetics of the actual Witness. And the Witness game, so right now the problem is that it looks like if I go to the let me go there to make the point. So right now this looks like Minecraft, right? And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that it's Minecraft. It's not just the blocky nature of it. A lot of textures themselves has a lot of saying in that. In this one of my intentions of this series is to still preserve the looks, the blocky nature of Minecraft. Although people hate it, but I really like it. I think that gives Minecraft that Minecraft nature. So what I want to do is that the players who play this Witness Minecraft world eventually will get to experience the world as the I want to have the same impression when I initially played the Witness game. So a lot of the textures has some saying into it. So that's why I want to bring in some of the textures from the Witness game. Yeah, so let's continue through this pros and cons table. And that's why I actually want to add mods so that I can actually add a lot of details and the game will sort of aesthetically look the same. But the cons on the flip side, one of the cons is that once I add mods, I'm not sure about the back support, so that's why I put it as maybe. I still want the players to be able to play this world in vanilla, so you can like have like a vanilla server running, so people can just simply jump in and take a look at the game. And I think you can still support custom blocks through vanilla data packs, through server data packs. So I think that should be possible still. So that's why I want to add blocks. I'll have to check into it. I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna work. But for now, I'm gonna add some mods and see how I can back support it to manual players. And also, the con is that once you add enough details, let's say like chisel and bits mod, which I'll talk about later, that those levels of details, it's gonna be lost for the manual players. So if I chip into a block, like good old chisel and bits sort of style, those details won't be visible for the manual players. So that's a con. And another con is that I had to manually support these mods for the future versions. So in the future, if Minecraft change their blocking system, or fundamentally change how it works, my mod won't be supported, and I need to keep support myself, or just make it open source so people can actually support themselves. I don't know. So this is my initial thoughts. Maybe I'm not thinking something straight. Do let me know. But I think I'm gonna go with, even though it looks like the cons are stack up against us, I'm still might introduce some mods to get some blocks and some details attached into the world. I just took down the took it down, my pros and cons list. I don't know, guys. I don't think I'm gonna actually do it. I'm kind of in two minds about this. Should I mod or should I not mod? I don't know. If I did make up my mind, I'll let you guys know. Just kidding. Oh, gotcha. So I actually did make the mod, and I'm adding all these blocks manually. I like this. Okay. So this block is the. If you look at my F3 screen, you'll see that it's a whole new block. It's from the witness yellow stained stone bricks on the right there. So yeah, so I made a whole new video for this. It should be on my channel. On the I button, you should be able to see it. So check that out. I'll explain what I'm doing with mods. But to TLDR is that I'm gonna be adding mods, but this mod's gonna be strictly survival friendly, and also it's not gonna be too OP. I'm not gonna say it's just gonna be blocks. It's more than just gonna be blocks. You'll see that later on, but it'll be more or less towards the vanilla gameplay style. So I'm not gonna be adding like weird pistons or weird machines or things like that. Anyways, so let me actually get to the I need to get to the actual starting point, but I need to get that build done. So I'll be right back in the next clip. See you guys. Yeah, so I'm in the process of converting all these trying to break down all these stone just under my beacon here, and I think it's a good place to actually have a chat about what's going on with this project. Now, I've been working on this project for the last 2 months, pretty much. Started in early March, and now it's early May, or middle of May, I'd say. Yeah, and I'm making progress slowly but surely, and I want to pick up my pace, because in the first 10 episodes I pretty much procrastinated the hell out of this project, and pretty much only did set myself in a good position to do a lot of progress in a single go, I guess. And I think I've pretty much reached the end games of Minecraft now. I mean, I've pretty much finished the whole game right now. So I want to prioritize my build so that I can finish off the build as fast as I could. Now, initially when I set out scope for this project, there was a lot of intention around getting the game mechanics, getting most of the build aspects right, and I still want focus on that as well, because most of the game, the actual witness island has a lot of detail in it, and I want to capture a lot of those details in the game. Every nooks and cranny and every pebble, audio log, for instance. I want to capture all that in the game in some sort of some form or format within the witness game, this Minecraft game. So it'll take some time, but I want to get it right, especially the mod I'm working on right now. So if you watch that video, I'll put in the information page. As I mentioned earlier, I already worked on a mod, and if you're interested in watching how I made that mod and what the mod does, click on the eye on the end cards right now. I'll remember to put that in. However, what that mod's gonna do is that mod gonna introduce, not just introduce all the blocks I need for the build, but it's also gonna introduce some of the core mechanics of the Witness game, and that includes the puzzle solving. Oh yeah, the whole puzzle panels. I'm thinking of actually implementing them in Minecraft through a mod. Now there's a bunch of different ways we can actually do this. You could essentially do this through command blocks, so it'll be harder to solve through command blocks, but we can do it. But I don't want to be Seth Blake and try to implement this in like armor stance. Instead, I'm gonna make use of the actual modding API, the Fabric modding API to be exact. Yeah, and that's gonna take some time. It's not gonna be fast, but it'll take its course. I want to get it right. Do I want to put? I'm not sure if I want to put building into the backseat though, because this game is also about building, right? Building is a big part of this game, so I want to still do a lot of building. But what that means is that it'll take forever to get that first part of the island done, and that's fine. That's how it is. It's gonna be. All right, so it's the moment of truth. Let's see how this goes. All right, so I got all the dye. I think that'll do for now. Now I did some digging, as you guys saw earlier, and I collected a bunch of boxes, but it ended up on over here. So I have almost enough stone bricks with me. Almost enough stone bricks with me. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna craft some yellow stained stone bricks. All right. So yellow stained stone bricks, is the way you make them is by simply surrounding the same way you dye any sort of in the same way you stain some clay variations. You surround all your stone with the dye of the color you want, and you get the color. You get the stain block. And this, my friend, oops, I need to provide more stain. Yeah, I don't have enough dye for it, but I need to collect a lot of dye. I think I'll end up making some sort of farm for that. But nevertheless, what I do have is this fantastic block. I call it fantastic because I made it myself. So this is the block of my choice for the castle. I think I already showed this off. Oops. Showed this off in the mod video, but if you're not, if you want to see that, just click the eye on the description. So what this block is gonna do is it's gonna act as my castle bricks texture for in the castle. So it has this subtle brick texture to it. It's like a bricky texture like there, and that looks fantastic. Even underground, like here. Let me go up top, and you can see the texture much more in the light, and see how that looks like in light. And yeah, let me also take this stone cutter with me because I will need that later. Fun fact, I realized the stone cutter was actually that useful. I thought it was just it's gonna be the parity feature between the Windows version and the Java version, but it turns out the actual stone cutter yields more blocks than you would have otherwise gone from the using the crafting bench. So that's good to learn. Anyways, so here's how the block looks like in practice. I got all the variations I need to add more details. So it looks like a brick texture from certain angles, and you really need to get up close to actually see the bricky nature to it. Let me get to the Witness Island. Alright, so instead of this block, get. I want to be super careful breaking some of these blocks because there's water behind some of these blocks to support the coral. So I don't want to break all of the blocks, but for now I'm just gonna break these few. And oh man, that already looks so good. All right, look at that. I think I need to go a block higher there, like this. What? Oh man. Yeah, what do you guys think about this block, guys? I think I put in a video earlier, and I asked the Minecraft subreddit about that block, and most of the people actually like it. And I know the obvious next question is that, hey, why do you call these stone blocks in? And it looks like sandstone bricks, and you would be right. It does look like sandstone brick, but I named it stone bricks for one particular reason. Now, in the game itself, in the Witness Minecraft game, there's plenty other brick variants that I'll need to get hands onto. So calling it sandstone brick only restricts my list of colors to yellow, right? So that's why I went down the road of naming the thing after the color. So you'll get, stained yellows, yellow stained stone bricks, and if I wanted the brown one, I can just call it brown. And there's a bunch of other variants throughout the island. I did an excavation throughout the island and I found a bunch of other variants of, bricks. So that's why I named it as bricks and stained yellow stained bricks. So that'll give me more option of naming this. So, oh man, that looks much better. That's much better color than that one there. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this brick texture. I think it'll work for us. What do you guys think? Yeah, so I need to do some surveying, figure out what's the right scale for here. I know there's like a walkway pathway the users can walk over to the top of the castle. So I need to make a quick surveying and see what's the right scale for it, and start working on the actual build. So alright, let me get back to it. Well, hello there, turtle. I found a lot of turtles here today. There's a bunch of them here. Yeah, I think there's packed spawned here, to be honest. Yeah, I'm doing some exploration. I'm actually looking for a sunflower. Good thing I was in the middle of actually making a dye farm, and I gave up in the middle because you don't actually need a dye farm to get a bunch of yellow dye, right? You can just spam click on a sunflower and that'll get you enough yellow dye. And I couldn't still find a sunflower. I was just scanning through this biome, really, trying to looking for a bunch of a batch of sunflowers, but I couldn't find it yet. Look at all these plains, all these flowers, but not a single sunflower in sight. What's going on, game? Where's my sunflowers? This is a perfect biome to spawn a lot of sunflowers as well. Not sure what's going on. Ooh, look at this. I think I found one of the rare kinds of villages. Yeah, so this is, I think, if my memory is correct, this is actually one new kind of village that spawns in this new Minecraft update. This is what we call a zombified village. Let me see if there's any zombie villages inside here. Hello, anybody home? No, I don't see the actual villages nearby. Yeah, but it's a new village type where yeah, it's a zombie village. The actual village itself is zombified. Neat. Anyways, I'll get back to the search. There it is. Found it. Oh man, this block is so rare. Why is it so rare? It's just a flower. Oh, there's a village over there. Right. Good thing I actually got this. These new village designs are actually pretty cool. Look at these builds. Man, I'm so impressed with how Mojang pulled this off. I mean, I can't believe it. Look at this. Oh man, this is a pretty good build. And this is like a regular structure that builds, spawns in the world. Well done, Mojang. This game is all about, that feeling you get once you do the whole thing by yourself the right way. This feels good, having to create all these blocks from scratch, even though it's a lot of work. I feel accomplished. I guess that's what this game is all about. Accomplishment, I guess. I can't even pronounce the fucking word. Anyways, yeah, I think I get some leftover dice. I'm gonna make a lot of blocks. Alright, it's done. The date is done. Well, most of it's done. So I still had to work out the exit area. So once you finish all the puzzles in the entry area, you'll enter to the I think it's the pathway that leads to the orchard. Anyways, as I think you guys already saw the all these time lapses, but I still want to show everything in detail. So I'm gonna use these last few minutes to walk you through some of the builds I've done. Now, as soon as you start off the game, you come through this cave down here, which I had to still work on. But if you did finish through there, you'll come out to the starting area. Now, I'll use some side-by-side images to show you guys the image as is, and I need to get rid of this bed. Bye, bed. So this is the entry area. As soon as you open the door, you'll see the let me go to F1. You'll see the actual the puzzle, and there'll be like a wall here. So there's a lot of vegetation I have to add manually, so I'll add the vegetation as I go. Some of those will come through mods, and some of those will come through existing blocks. And yeah, I'll try to get all the details correct. So you can see there's a small crook over there, like a hole that sort of bleeds in the sky through that there. So I'll try to get that right. And some of these walls might have a similar shape. So I'm trying to get everything down to the right detail. And the next area I want to show you guys is the starting area, the first sort of puzzle you see here. And I noticed one of you guys in the comments mentioned that I totally forgot about this right arm that sort of extends from here. Like down here, it's supposed to be like arm here, but I've totally forgot about it. Oh well. So that's the first area. I'll get the puzzle complete in the next episode. And this is the first sort of bunker tower you'll get into. Notice that I've converted the shape of the towers from a hexagon to a square. The reason being is that hexagons don't really work on Minecraft, but squares do pretty well. So this is the first. This is I think where the wire goes, or it could be the other one. Anyways, so this is how it looks like. I'll try to do side by side, so you guys know what I mean. And yes, this is where the second puzzle goes. I need to work on that later. And this is like the this is where the third puzzle goes. I'll work on that later too. Let me replace that with a couple of dirt blocks for now. I think that's where the second puzzle is gonna go. Yeah, that's how it looks. And this is where the this is pretty much like an open area. There's nothing in here. There's a bunch of vegetation there and there. I'll try to get the vegetation done in the next episode. Alright, so this is where we lead to the I'll put in the side-by-side screenshots there. And this is where the couch and the trees are here. And like a small stone, stepping stone, and the third puzzle is over here. There's like a big boulder there. I'll try to capture that in the video. And yeah, that's how that looks. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I'll jump onto the top there to show you guys what I worked on over top. But there's the last tower is over here. I think this is where the part of the island. I'll capture that side by side, and this is the last panel puzzle for this area, I think. And that's that. All right. Let me jump on to the top. Now I can technically get to in the actual game you'll have to go around to get to the top, but for now I'll use Minecraft's jumping mechanics to get around. But yeah, so this is the top area where you can walk over. I'll put in a picture there. The roof of this starting house, yeah, the retrofitted house, I think I'll have to choose a different texture altogether, because that doesn't really look like it. So this is how it looks like. The starting area, I'll get to the other side first. Okay. Yeah, and this is how that looks like. And yeah, so most of the arches here are sort of broken, and I need to add some details there, but they are pretty much like broken like this. So this is like the staircase that leads to the very top, and there's something special here. I won't spoil it for you guys. I don't think this is the first one I ever discovered, but I think I'll talk about that later. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Maybe I already did spoil it for some of you. Alright, so go down here. So that's the gate. Now if I go around, yep. So this is the fourth tower that's sort of broken up and made the gate into, and you can go around. There's like a tree here, and this is it. Yeah. So I think there's like audio log here. I need to figure that out. All right. I really like this. This is I'm making good progress here. So there's a couple more textures or vegetation textures I think I need. Specifically the flowers that sort of. So I'm using coral blocks to mimic the flowers, but the actual the block itself doesn't look like a flower. So I need to think of a better block for it. And yeah. So I think that's where I'm gonna leave the episode, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll get the vegetation blocks done on the mod side of things, but apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.